I can keep playing. Oh, thank you for telling me. I didn't know what was going on.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2022 Sunshine Coast Australia Day Awards ceremony. My name is Emma Thomas, and I'm the CEO of the Sunshine Coast Regional Council. I'm delighted to be your Master of Ceremonies this morning. I would like to start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we gather today and pay my respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging. And I also acknowledge any First Nations people in our audience today. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our distinguished guests here with us today, the Sunshine Coast Council Mayor, Mayor Mark Jamieson, federal and state members, councillors, our award judges, Angela Liesel, Carolyn Campbell, Jack Hardy, and John Williams. Our incredible performers, Sam and Gemma Shepherd, and Claire Evelyn, who played the harp as we were coming in. And of course to yourselves, each nominee, nominator and guest, thank you for being here today. Without you, our community, these awards wouldn't be possible. I'm excited to get into the ceremony and hear your stories and accomplishments. Of course, we would normally hold these awards on Australia Day, hence their title, but given the years previous and the restrictions that we had around for COVID, thank you all for your patience and coming back to us here at a slightly later date. I'm sure you'll all agree that having this ceremony without the restrictions that we had earlier will make for a much better day ahead. And the fact that it has just been Harmony Week is another reason to celebrate the diversity and incredible talent that we have across the Sunshine Coast. Lastly, I want to acknowledge our award sponsors, the 7 News Sunshine Coast, Marucci RSL, 92.7 Mix FM, Sunshine Coast Daily, TAFE Queensland, and Living Smart Sunshine Coast. Your continued support and contribution to these awards is greatly appreciated. Before we get underway with formalities, we have a few housekeeping items to address. Bathrooms, very important, through the back doors and to the right. In the unlikely event of an emergency, then please remain calm and follow directions of venue staff to the assembly point behind the building. Now, to begin formalities, it's my great pleasure to invite Mayor Mark Jamieson to the stage to welcome you all here today.
Well, thank you very much, Emma, and good morning, everybody. It's wonderful to have you here today for such a prestigious and important event in recognising the Sunshine Coast Australia Day Awards. So I want to acknowledge all of the 2022 nominees and their invited guests who are here for this, the 14th annual Sunshine Coast Australia Day Awards. And to the nominees, congratulations already. To be amongst such an elite group of people from a population of 340,000 suggests to me that you are already winners and major contributors to our community. I'd also like to welcome those previous recipients and nominees who have joined us here today. Ladies and gentlemen, these awards play an important role in invigorating the social fabric of our region. They celebrate the achievements and contributions of individuals and groups who work tirelessly to improve the well-being and vitality of our community. Whether it's improving our natural environment, helping others who are less fortunate, working with children, the elderly, or people living with a disability. The Australia Day Awards are one way in which we acknowledge those efforts that contribute to making the Sunshine Coast the great place it is to live. I think it's fair to say that the efforts of many of our quiet achievers often go unnoticed. And to be honest, some of our quiet achievers prefer it that way. But we would like to take this opportunity to make sure they are recognised. They really are the essence of what makes our community great. They reflect many of the values that we place great store on as a community, the kindness and selflessness to band together, to share knowledge and ideas, to be prepared to have a go, and to show support to one another, and particularly those less fortunate. If we think about some of the challenges we've had over the last half a dozen years, there's been plenty of examples of people finding misfortune. Today's awards are about taking the time to ensure some remarkable people in our community are honoured and receive the recognition they so richly deserve, and be celebrated as examples of what great community spirit is, such that it filters down to many others who might be making a choice about something they intend to do for their community. Now, before we do announce those winners, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank this year's judges who had the challenging task of selecting the winners from our 2022 recipients. And they include Carolyn Campbell from the 7 Queensland Marketing, John Williams from Radio 92.7 Mix FM, Angela Lyle from TAFE Queensland, and Jack Hardy, who himself was our 2017 Young Citizen of the Year. Forgive me for missing a page in my speech. I'm just going to backtrack for a moment, and that is that I should have made some earlier acknowledgements, and in particular to the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather, the Kabi and Yinabara peoples, and on your behalf I pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging, and also to our special guests here today, Mr Andrew Wallace, the Federal Member for Fisher, Mr Dan Purdy, the State Member for Ninderry, Robert Skelton, the State Member for Nicklin, and a number of my fellow Sunshine Coast councillors, Deputy Mayor Rick Babarowski, and councillors Terry Landsberg, Peter Cox, Winston Johnston, Ted Hungerford, Maria Suarez and Joe Natoli. And I also want to recognise our Citizen of the Year for 2021 in Cheryl Harris. Now, back to the work. My apologies for that to everyone. When you look at our array of nominees and what they contribute to our community, I'm sure it would have been no easy task in selecting the winners. The awards are also made possible through the very generous assistance and support of our loyal sponsors, and I'd like to publicly acknowledge and thank them for their support in their respective categories. The Citizen of the Year is sponsored by Channel 7, Sunshine Coast. The Senior Citizen of the Year is sponsored by the Maroochy RSL. The Young Citizen of the Year, sponsored by 92.7 Mix FM. The Community Group or Organisation Award is sponsored by the Sunshine Coast Daily. The Creative Award is sponsored by TAFE Queensland. And the Environment Award is sponsored by Living Smart Sunshine Coast. This year, we received 95 outstanding nominations for inspiring individuals and community groups across those 7 categories. Every one of those nominees, as I said before, our unsung heroes, and I'm very proud and grateful that they call the Sunshine Coast home and are an important part, an integral part of our broader community. On behalf of the Sunshine Coast Council, I'd like to thank those who took the time to submit nominations. That's where this whole process begins, and the people that take the time to nominate and identify the credentials of the people being nominated is a really important first step. And I offer our congratulations to all of the award recipients today and to everyone who's received the nomination. You'll all be recognised. Our community is certainly enriched by your work and commitment, and for that, as Mayor of the Sunshine Coast, representing our population of 340,000, I'm incredibly grateful on their behalf. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Mayor Jamieson. It is really great to be here today and be celebrating these wonderful members of our community, and what a great vibe there is in the room today. Ladies and gentlemen, can I please ask that you stand, if you're able, as we welcome Sam and Gemma Shepherd to lead us all in the National Anthem. Thank you so much, Sam and Gemma, for leading us in the national anthem today. You did a great job. I'm sure that's not an easy task to do, so thank you. Now, I'll just let Sam and Gemma go off, unplug. To begin our award presentations, Mayor Mark Jamieson, can you please join us back on stage to present the awards? Nominees, as you hear your category announced, I will ask you to please make your way to the front right of the stage over here. We will then welcome each nominee to the stage to receive their certificate before announcing the final recipient of the award. Recipients are then welcome to say a few words before all nominees return to their seats. And there's usually a photo in the middle of that too. Ladies and gentlemen, you're all welcome and encouraged to cheer on our nominees, so go loud. Our first category presentation today is the Sport and Recreation Award. Could I please again have each nominee or representative make their way to the front right of the stage? The Sport and Recreation Award acknowledges good practice and positive role models in sport and recreational pursuits. This could include encouraging participation, sharing in official duties in a voluntary capacity, promoting the benefits of activities, or contributing to sport and recreational management or administration. And the nominees for this award are Maddie Dawn. Maddie is currently in Western Australia with the University Basketball League. Let's give Maddie a round of applause. Dr. Bridie Keane. Come on up, Bridie. Audra Kearney. Sebastian Morris, who is also currently in Western Australia with the University Basketball League. Stu Shaw, who is also not with us today and couldn't be here. Congratulations, Stu. The Sunshine Coast Netball Association. Yeah, there we go. David Tomba, who again can't be with us today, unfortunately. Lisa Upps. And Joel Yee, who unfortunately can't be here today either. Okay, the 2022 Australia Day Sport and Recreation Award goes to Dr. Bridie Keane. Bridie is a dual Paralympic medalist, former captain of the Australian Gliders, USC academic, president of the Suncoast Spinners Wheelchair Sports Club, and the Paralympic representative who helped win the Brisbane bid for the 2032 Olympic and Paralympic Games. Bridie leads by example and inspires those around her to create inclusive sporting opportunities with lasting outcomes. Bridie is working to ensure that the 2032 Games have a legacy that flows through for people with a disability in all aspects of life: education, employment, public transport, and access to sport. Congratulations, Bridie. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor and Emma. I don't know where to begin. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land we're gathered today and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Over 5 years ago, I retired from Paralympic sport really quietly. I didn't, sort of snuck out the door when we unfortunately didn't qualify for the Rio Paralympic Games, and it was the biggest disappointment of my career that we didn't qualify and have the opportunity to go back and have another crack at the gold medal. And so I quietly retired and was enjoying life on the Sunshine Coast with the Suncoast Spinners. And was amazed by the organisation that is Suncoast Spinners and what incredible work a group of volunteer parents could do for people with a disability here on the Sunshine Coast. Suncoast Spinners started the first team sport opportunity for people with a disability to participate in on the Sunshine Coast. And that was just the beginning of a legacy where Suncoast Spinners now goes out into schools and educates all students with and without disabilities on what can be achieved through sports like wheelchair basketball. So we get kids with and without disabilities to be able to play para-sport together. And so last year, when I got the call up from Paralympics Australia and was invited to be a part of the 2032 bid process, I was really shocked because I'd quietly retired and was enjoying what we were doing here in our region. But to have the opportunity to present to the International Olympic Committee about what a Paralympic Games would mean for people with a disability in Queensland was just an opportunity that I never thought I would have, and one that I really didn't take lightly. And so to share with the world and the representatives from countries that make up the International Olympic Committee about why it would be so amazing to have an opportunity like that here in southeast Queensland is something I will never forget. And it has really just been the beginning of what is going to be a remarkable 10-year runway where I've been so fortunate to work with Sunshine Coast Council and other organisations in now starting to really make sure that we don't lose what is going to be one of the greatest opportunities of our lifetime to make a difference in the areas that we care about. And for me, that's people with a disability getting more opportunities to be involved in sport like everyone else. But what is so amazing about today is I can see there's so many different areas of our region that people are doing amazing things, and so I'm really, really honoured to be a part of this amazing group today. Thank you.
That's not my water.
Congratulations again, Bridie. We'll go over for a photo. Great work. Thank you, everyone. Okay, on to our Creative Award, which is sponsored by TAFE Queensland East Coast Region. Could I please have each nominee or representative make their way again to the front right of the stage? And can I ask Taylor Arthur from TAFE Queensland East Coast Region to the stage to assist in the presentation? Thanks, Taylor. The Creative Awards supports the strategies of the Sunshine Coast Arts Plan with a focus on growing local participation in the arts, building the capacity of local artists, providing arts programming or opportunities that engage with diverse segments of our community, and increasing awareness of the value of arts within our community. The nominees for this award are Tony Eggleston, Kelly and Gavin Hamburger, Tropicalia Dance Studio, and John Waldron. The Creative Award for 2022 is presented to, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to announce that we have a tie. The joint recipients are Tony Eggleston and John Waldron. Come on through. Tony has worked with Arts Connect, organising Sculpture on the Edge, Sunshine Coast Open Studios, and is currently working on reopening Stevens Street Gallery in Yandina. Her dedication to enabling the artistic community is admirable. She is passionate about creating spaces to appreciate art through events and giving a voice to artists. Her business, Mother Goose Media, saw the birth of Kids on the Coast magazine, a publication that is still running today. She also runs Boxed Up, a business that only stocks products from the Sunshine Coast local artisans. Congratulations, Tony. And John has contributed vastly to the arts sector as an artist, art educator, curator and manager for over 30 years. For over 20 years, he worked as an education officer and gallery director for government and corporation, leading innovative gallery facilities and programs. For close to 8 years, John was gallery manager for both Caloundra and Noosa regional galleries. During that time, he developed the Sunshine Coast Art Prize, curated touring exhibitions featuring local artists, and led a team responsible for the situating of Andy Goldsworthy's Strangler Cairn with the Conondale Great Walk. Congratulations to John. I'll hand over the microphone. Would one of you, or both of you, like to say a few words?
Thank you. I feel very out of place here. I'm usually a behind-the-scenes person, but thank you, the acknowledgement for a lot of hard work. To produce events and spaces goes a long way. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is a significant honour and I'm very pleased to be a recipient. Having 20 years of a very privileged opportunity to tell the stories of the Sunshine Coast, working with Indigenous people and communities, South Sea Islander communities and individuals, and of course the many amazing communities across the Sunshine Coast and our very talented artists, has been an extraordinary opportunity, and it's been a real privilege to be able to do that, both at the regional galleries here on the Sunshine Coast and more recently in a volunteer capacity, but at the old ambulance station at Nambour, to be able to tell some stories that are most challenging and difficult through to those that are celebrations of our community has been a real honour. I'd particularly like to thank my nominator for the time put in and encourage more nominations from our arts community. It's such a vibrant community and so very important at this time that the arts are telling our stories and being a part of the healing and resilience that is really quite necessary at this point in time. A lot of my more recent work is working with people that are suffering from various mental health issues, and certainly having the arts as a key provider in that space is of great benefit. So thank you to the Sunshine Coast Council and TAFE Queensland for this, and I encourage you all to get out and enjoy some wonderful work by our local artists and in various venues. Thank you very much.
Congratulations again to Tony and John, and thank you Taylor and TAFE Queensland for your support. So that brings us to our next presentation, the Environment and Sustainability category, sponsored by Sunshine Coast Council's Living Smart program, a local government partnership initiative. Could I please again have every nominee or representative make their way to the front right of the stage, and I would like to invite Councillor Peter Cox to the stage to assist in the presentation. The Environment and Sustainability category covers a broad range of pursuits that are so important to the healthy living environment of our community. Outcomes in climate action, environment protection and enhancement, culture and landscape, youth engagement, resource recovery and waste management, and water conservation and quality are all looked for by our judges in this category. And the nominees for this award are Karen Anderson, Architects for Resilient Communities, Sunshine Coast. Janet Carew. Jude Crichton. E-collaboration. Fergus Fitzgerald. Gemma Roke, who unfortunately could not be here today. Congratulations, Gemma. And Wildings Forest School, who also couldn't be here today. Congratulations to them. Oh, no, they are here. Oh, surprise. My apologies, Forest School. This is a tough category this year, as you can see by the number of nominees we have on the stage. As we move towards a more sustainable and environmentally friendly community, the judges were impressed by all the nominations and their commitment to making a better place for us all to live in. But there is only one award this year, and for 2022, the Environment and Sustainability Award goes to E-Collaboration, represented by Jackie. E-Collaboration, formerly Maroochy Water Watch, is a not-for-profit community organisation that has been working on conservation projects across the Sunshine Coast for over 25 years. They have planted tens of thousands of trees, removed tons of weeds from the coast's natural areas, eliminated tons of rubbish from the Mooloolah and Maroochy rivers, employed dozens of disadvantaged Sunshine Coasters and trained them in conservation and land management, and taken thousands of water quality samples in waterways across the region. Through the education of school children, they have created a sense of environmental stewardship across multiple generations. Congratulations.
Wow, thank you. This is such an honour and such a privilege to get this award today. I feel so grateful to be able to live in this beautiful region, and I think some of us probably take it for granted sometimes. So today, I encourage you all to stand under a tree and look up, or stand by your river or your local waterway and just listen for a little while, and remember why we live where we live and how really lucky we are. I'm really blessed to lead a group of passionate bush regenerators, eco-educators and scientists, and together we are really so lucky to be able to protect and restore the region's natural areas, and we're so grateful for this award. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jackie, again, and thank you to the Living Smart program for their support. Okay, our next presentation, hold on to your hats, it's a big one. Our next presentation is for the Community Group or Organisation Award, sponsored by the Sunshine Coast Daily. Again, could I please have one representative from each community group to make their way to the front right of the stage? And I would like to invite Jackie Goodall from the Sunshine Coast Daily to assist in this presentation. Welcome, Jackie. The community group or organisation is always one of our most popular categories. With 17 nominations this year from many different groups, the core values remain the same: exceptional leadership and participation, community partnerships and resource sharing, and activities that promote welfare and well-being that result in the short-term and long-term benefits for the community. All right, we're ready to go. The nominees for this award are Brothers Rugby Club, Sunshine Coast. Butterham Foundation. Cycling Without Age, Sunshine Coast. Global Hub for Women, Caloundra Community Centre. Kenilworth Community Transport Service Subcommittee. The Marucci Men's Shed. Malulabar Surf Lifesaving Club. Nambour Community Centre. Nambour Meals on Wheels Service. Queensland Country Women's Association, Palmwoods. Queensland Fire and Emergency Services. May not be able to be here today. Rip City Basketball Club, Little Rippers. River Road Equine Assisted Learning. Sinclair Tours, Sunshine Coast. Sunshine Butterflies. No, unfortunately could not be with us today. Congratulations. Nambour Salvation Army. And Wildings Forest School, who fortunately can be with us today. Is that Queensland Fire and Emergency Services? I hope we haven't been keeping you busy. Congratulations. I can't imagine what our coast would be like without all these incredible organisations, so thank you all today. One winner, and the Community Group or Organisation Award for 2022 goes to Mooloolaba Surf Lifesaving Club. In 2022, Mooloolaba Surf Lifesaving Club will celebrate 100 years of community service. Mooloolaba Surf Lifesaving Club has over 1,425 members, with Mooloolaba Surf Lifesavers completing 14,000 volunteer patrol hours and performing over 1,800 preventative actions and rescues per season, including upwards of around 180 first aids. The club organises countless community events, including an Anzac Day dawn service, Christmas tree appeal, Ironman 70.3 Sunshine Coast, Mooloolaba Mile Ocean Swim, and the Mooloolaba Triathlon Festival. The Mooloolaba Nipper program has over 430 children participating per season, and starfish nippers for children with disabilities. Congratulations. Welcome, Cam.
Thank you very much. Well, firstly, massive congratulations to every organisation up here. I feel very humbled to receive this award. Firstly, on behalf of Daryl Johnson, our president, who can't be here today, he's stuck down in Brisbane working for a living. As Emma said, we've been serving the community for over 100 years now. In fact, it is our centenary year. Like most Victorians, myself included, we've seen a lot of them move up to the sunny coast for a better lifestyle, and that has seen the club have record growth this year. So 1,600 members, up to over 500 nippers, and we certainly see it as an absolute privilege to patrol the Mooloolaba beach. It's an iconic beach, so we do that on behalf of the council every year. But realistically, there's 3 full-time staff, myself, Nikki and Amanda, but the real hard work goes to all our volunteers, a committee of 9 and over 400 patrolling volunteer lifesavers. And unfortunately, we've seen more drownings this year around Australia, so we remain more committed than ever to try and reduce that to 0. So this award must go to them who have done over 14,000 hours this summer alone. So thank you very much, and we feel very humbled to receive this award. Thank you. Thank you.
Open to the middle for a photo. Congratulations again to the Mooloolaba Surf Lifesaving Club, and thanks to Jackie and the Sunshine Coast Daily for your support. All right, now that I've had to say Mooloolaba at least 12 times, my tongue is completely warmed up, and I would like to introduce our guest speaker, Rachel Downey. Rachel became an educator because she wanted to help young people flourish. Rachel has worked in public and private school settings for 26 years. Students filled her every day as her work in her work as head of faculty, head of welfare, deputy principal, and classroom teacher. She loved every moment. Over the last 10 years, Rachel has seen bullying and harm, particularly online, spiral out of control, and it doesn't discriminate. After a student in her community took his life, Rachel decided to actively work to change Australia's cultural acceptance of bullying and started STYMI, an anonymous online reporting system for use in schools internationally. Please join me in welcoming Rachel to the stage.
Good morning, everybody. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land. Wanya Nalam, welcome everybody, and I would like to pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. As mentioned before, I have been an educator for 25 years and I've loved it. I've had an amazing career. I've had the absolute privilege of waking up every day and working with young people and being a part of their journey in learning about life and the world and their place in it, which I think has always been a privilege. I would like to think that I've been a children's champion for those kids on a daily basis sometimes who are having dark days, and also in those times where we can celebrate them as well. It's been wonderful. But unfortunately, a number of years ago, a Year 9 boy under my care did die by suicide. And unfortunately, it wasn't the first time that this had happened in one of my school communities, which is a very sad thing to say. But it was definitely the first time that we felt as though it was preventable. And the reason is because after this boy died, many students came forward with information about what was going on in his life. And the sad thing about that is that we felt that if we'd had that information in time, we would have been able to help him and we would have been able to save him. So I guess this got me looking internally, and I spoke to thousands of students and colleagues from all over the country, and we came up with a solution. Kids told us that they would use an anonymous online reporting tool, because in schools we have ways that we can deal with issues, mental health issues, family violence issues, but we need the information. And what we found out afterwards about this young boy, that he was indeed telling people he didn't want to be here anymore, and that he was suffering bullying, cyberbullying, being told on a daily basis that he didn't belong anywhere, and also family violence. So we operate in New Zealand and Australia and the UAE. And I guess what I'd like to ask all of you is I'd like all of you to think about a time where you needed to say something but you didn't. Where you saw somebody struggling and you didn't have the courage to say, hey, we don't treat people like that here. And now I want you to think about, if you had the time over, if you would change that. Every day we are asking children to be courageous. And what I say to kids when I talk to them every day, I've spoken to 600,000 Australian students, is that it's really difficult sometimes for them to rise up. Because unfortunately on some levels, as Aussies, we can be enablers. We need to be able to get to a place where we can say, mate, I love you. You're my best mate. But the way you talk about women isn't cool with me. Or friend, we've been friends since primary school, but your racist jokes aren't cool with me anymore. And as grown-ups in that body, if we can't do it, how can we expect kids to behave the same? So I guess there's a couple of things. Last year, we delivered 95,000 notifications about all kinds of harm. Stymie's been going for 7 years. Students make notifications about illegal activity, family violence, sexual harassment and assault, bullying and cyberbullying. And it's a very powerful tool because it allows early intervention. So I guess a lot of the time we feel overwhelmed, and sometimes we can find ourselves sitting around going, oh, why isn't someone doing something about this? And this is a famous quote. I did sit around thinking, why isn't someone doing something about this? And then one day I realised I was a somebody. So most of speaking up and saying something is about having the courage to do so. What we do know is that you are all change agents, and change is made by those of us who are going to show up. And all of you who've received awards today, thank you for showing up. Thank you for doing the things that you do for the local community. And I guess we're not only a member of this local community, we are citizens of the world. And I guess there are always things that each of us can do to lift the human spirit, especially now. There are things that you can do every day. Civility, respect, kindness, and character. And we all need your courage to say something. So the next time you get that kind of feeling in your stomach, when you know there's something going on and you need to say something, I really want for you to lean into that fear and do the right thing. Thank you very much, and thank you for your time.
Rachel, thank you so much for sharing your story of your highly valuable work with us here. Before returning to your seat, we'd like to present you with a gift from Mark Jemison. Thank you. No.
Thank you very much.
I think that's inspired all of us to go forth with your work today, Rachel, and continue your amazing work within our community. It's a really important message that we all have a role to play in this. Our next presentation is for the Young Citizen of the Year Award, sponsored by 92.7 Mix FM. Could I please have each nominee make their way to the bottom of the stairs at the front right of the stage? Could I also ask John Williams, Chief Executive from 92.7 Mix FM, to the stage to assist in the presentation? Welcome, John. The Young Citizen of the Year Award showcases the future generation of our Sunshine Coast. Nominees have given up their time and resources to commit themselves to a cause they are passionate about, and then we couldn't be prouder of their contributions to our community at such a young age. The nominees in this category are Harrison Dines, James Donnelly, who unfortunately could not be here today. Congratulations, James. Imogen Dowler. Yeah. Sophie Greenhalgh. Justin Holland, who unfortunately couldn't be here today either. Annie Jones. Gemma Roke, who unfortunately couldn't be here today. And Jack Watson. This year, the Young Citizen Award goes to, my goodness, we have another tie. The joint recipients are Sophie Greenhalgh and Jack Watson. Sophie is a Year 11 student at Mountain Creek State High School who strives daily to be an inspirational role model. She continually displays excellence in her academic studies, leadership, innovation, community, and volunteer work. Sophie's dedication to service and academic excellence is reflected in her many awards and accolades, including the 2020 USC Rise and Shine Award and 2020 ADF Future Innovators Award. Sophie also volunteers for Chaplain Pancake Breakfast each week at school and was one of 20 ambassadors nationally selected for the 2020-2021 PNG Australia Partnership. Well done, Sophie. Jack is very involved in his school community and his co-curricular activities. They include being co-founder of the school's debate club, a member of the Student Representative Council, a Lions Youth of the Year participant, and a participant of the University of Melbourne's Corporate Social Responsibility Board program. Well done, Jack. Would you like to come and say something? Come on, Sophie.
Wow, I didn't think I'd get this, to be honest. It was hard to get up this morning, it was that early, so 2 coffees and I'm good to go. Just want to say this is such an honour, considering the people who have been nominated today. It's so amazing. I'm just so grateful for this award and all the support I've been given through my process and all my community development work I've done in Nambour and wider in the Moreton Bay region. One message that's stuck with me for my whole life is that one thing you do in the community can lead to so many other things. My dad's always my back about the ripple effect you can cause in the community. I like to think that one nice deed I do to one person will lead on to more and more better things throughout the community, and in general just create a better community that we all live in. And yeah, that's really it. Thank you very much, everyone.
I have to apologise. I have a bit of a cough from a lung infection, so not the best speaker today. But I'd just like to thank everybody. I'm so humbled and honoured by this. I did not expect to get it at all, especially with so many amazing people. I honestly, I've really got the best end of this. All my volunteering and everything is really what's made me who I am today. And I just love every opportunity that I've been given and all the people who've supported me along the way. I just want to thank all of them. Thank you.
Congratulations again to Sophie and Jack. With all of these nominees, our Sunshine Coast future is in great hands. And thank you, John, for Mix FM, for your ongoing support. The next presentation is for the Senior Citizen of the Year Award, sponsored by Mayoral RSL. Could I please have our nominees move to the front right of the stage? And I would like to invite Len Thompson, Deputy President at the Mayoral RSL, to the stage for this presentation. Welcome, Len. Are you the President now, Len? Oh, welcome, Len, the President of the Mayoral RSL. Senior Citizen of the Year is another of our more popular categories, and for good reason. Nominees in this category have been contributing to the development of the Sunshine Coast community and economy for many years, whilst demonstrating their leadership and innovation. Our judges look for contributions made on a voluntary basis, and it's always a very difficult category to judge. The nominees in this award are Vincent Carberry, James Coles, Dot Crane, Albert Powlett, Stella Romanoli, John Taylor, Joyce Turnbull. Wendy Veal. And Carolyn Wilson. And the Senior Citizen of the Year award goes to James Coles. James, or Jim, Coles is Range Care's longest serving volunteer with 27 years of voluntary service. Jim has served as Blackall Range Care Group's Voluntary Management Committee for 14 years. The last 3 years of his time on the Management Committee, Jim served as Vice President. Jim raised funds for renovations to the Range Care site in Flaxton and raised a total of $460,000 for new buildings in 1994. Jim remains an active member of the organisation and currently volunteers at least twice a week in Range Care's op shop in Mapleton. Congratulations, Jim.
Well, say a few words, yes I will. I'm very pleased to accept this award. I don't think I really deserve it, but I'd like to thank my nominator, who's here right now, and also the support she gets from the Sunshine Coast Range Care. And I really don't want to say too much other than the fact that I really enjoy the work I do for Range Care. I'm continuing to do it as long as I can, because I know the money that we raise in this section, particularly from the op shop, which is one of my favourite places to work, goes to people, local people, who are in need of the services provided by Range Care. So I continue to, I'm hoping I can continue another couple of years or more if he upstairs lets me. And I really enjoy it because it gives you more meeting the people and coordinating with them and making them buy things. So thank you.
Thank you, James, and thank you to all of you for your contribution to the Sunshine Coast. Thanks, President Len, as well, from the Maroochy RSL for your support. Thanks, mate. Thanks to our friends from QFest then too, very much appreciated. Okay, our final presentation this morning is for the highly anticipated Citizen of the Year Award sponsored by 7 News Sunshine Coast. Could I please have each nominee make their way to the front right of the stage, and I'd also like to invite Carolyn Campbell from the 7 Network for this presentation. Welcome, Carolyn. Me too. Okay. The Citizen of the Year is an inspirational role model for the community. Nominees display a keen personal interest in community involvement whilst also taking a leadership role and encouraging others to participate. Judges look for members of the community that have gone above and beyond, people who have pushed for personal, academic or professional achievements and in doing so have made life easier for others. The nominees in this category are Andrew Bailey, Tracy Barnes and Zoe Forenprost, Mark Ellis, Brad Hoare, Jenny Lee, and Gary McKitterick-Gillette. There are also a number who couldn't be here today due to work commitments, so I'll read out their names and please give them a round of applause. Kerry Dunn, Katie Livick, Paul Morton, Travis Schultz, and Gail Smith. Congratulations to all of you. The 2022 Sunshine Coast Citizen of the Year is Mark Ellis. Mark Ellis is a dedicated advocate and community worker fighting homelessness on the Sunshine Coast. Between 2019 and 2021, he volunteered over 250 hours. Mark developed the 2019-21 One Roof program, which provides a range of support and services to almost 10,000 vulnerable people. Mark also collaborated with Sunny Street to launch their very first medical outreach clinic, which seeks to provide free medical assistance to the vulnerable. Following the murder of a gentleman who had been sleeping rough, Mark has also raised $200,000 for the coast's first sleep bus for men, women and children. Congratulations, Mark.
This is a bit of a shock, actually. I basically just come here because I was nominated. I didn't expect to win, but thank you anyway. Thank you, Mark, and the selection committee for just basically choosing me for this award. To all the nominees and recipients, fantastic, well done. You've all doing amazing things in our community. So congratulations to you too. So you don't get up here and get awards like this on your own. So I'd just like to quickly acknowledge the whole community that's got behind the projects that I put forward through my work and volunteering stuff with the Maroochy Neighbourhood Centre. So, thank you to the community that contributed to the sleep bus and got aboard. Excuse the pun, but it was the community that actually raised the money for this. I was the driving force of it, but the community got on board and basically saw the vision, and we now have a sleep bus that operates on the weekends. At the moment we're looking at extending the services, but at this point in time it's been going 27 days, and we've provided 115 safe sleeps. So people are getting on board and they're sleeping, so it's a great thing. Thank you. To Tracy, thank you for lobbing me in for this award. Well done, thank you. And and just thank you to my wife who supported me the past 32 years. So thank you.
Congratulations again to Mark, and thank you to Carolyn and 7 News and Sunshine Coast for your support. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it's very sad, but that concludes our awards presentation for 2022. Thank you once again to all those involved in today's ceremony. Sam and Gemma Shepherd and Claire Evelyn for their beautiful music at the beginning. Mayor Mark Jamieson, thank you for being here and presenting our awards. To our judging panel, they have such a hard job. Can you see that now when you see all these nominees on stage? Carolyn, John, Angela and Jack, thank you again for your judging. To our sponsors, 7 News Sunshine Coast, 92.7 Mix FM, Sunshine Coast Daily, TAFE Queensland, Marici RSL and Sunshine Coast Council's Living Smart program. And most importantly, to all of you who took the time to nominate a local hero, and to all of our nominees who are recognised here today. As Mark just said, we don't stand up here alone, and I think we can see after today that we're just definitely not alone. We're made so much richer by all of you at working so hard for your caring and kindness to our community, so thank you. Finally, let's just give one giant round of applause to the 2022 Sunshine Coast Australia Day Reward recipients one final time. Now, if I can have all the recipients, sponsors, our guest speaker Rachel and Mayor Mark Jamieson to join us on stage for the official photographers. Thank you again for joining us, and we hope you have a fantastic afternoon and enjoy this beautiful place that we call home. Thank you.